Hi, this is Paul. Today I took the CompTIA A+ 220-1001 test and I passed with a score of 85% on the first try. I'm going to tell you how I prepared for the exam and what was on the exam. When I decided to get certified, I went online to see what information was available. It was at this point I realized the exam has only really been out for about 2 months, and there really wasn't much information available. My goal was to try and pass the exam without spending any money on training. So the plan I came up with was to watch the Professor Messor course on YouTube, then take some free YouTube and online practice tests. I've put the links down below. Last week I got a little bit overconfident, and even though Professor Messor had only gotten through Section 4, I decided to sign up and take the test. The night before the test, I saw a short YouTube video where a person discussed practical test questions, and I realized I was in big trouble because neither of the practice tests that I had used had a practical section. So I went to the test facility's website and found out I couldn't reschedule the test because I was already in the 24-hour window before taking the test. So I had a dilemma. Just skip taking the test because I wouldn't have passed without knowing the practical questions, at least I felt that, and lose the $200, or spend some money on buy some practical questions. So I broke down and purchased Cert Blaster, which cost me about $100. As it turned out, it saved my butt. It had practical questions that were very similar to the actual test questions. So after taking the test, I've come to some conclusions. First, watching the Professor Messor videos provided an excellent base of knowledge. I'm glad I watched them, but it's really only a base. The 2 free tests helped reinforce that base knowledge. And then third, Cert Blasters gave me the real-world test questions that I needed to get across the line. And finally, I needed all 3 to pass on the first try. I needed Professor Messor's videos to give me the base knowledge. I needed the free practical questions to get me through the multiple choice questions. And finally, I need Cert Blasters to get me through the practical section. So what was on the test? The first 4 questions were simulation questions, or practicals. The first was setting up a home Wi-Fi router. You had to enter all the data into the router fields necessary to set it up under a specific condition. The second was resetting and changing an IP address using Windows command line, basically using the IP configure and the flush DNS command. Third was choosing the components for a server and for a thick client from a list of different components. The fourth was identifying different technologies to use for different tasks. The rest of the exam was multiple choice. These questions were very similar to the questions on the free test that I have linked below. So from my experience, the test wasn't hard, but there is a lot of memorization of protocols and specification. I made up flashcards to help with this. So how much time it takes to prepare really depends on how long it takes you to memorize all the necessary protocols and specification. As for the CompTIA 220-1002, it's just too early. The free training courses from Professor Messor haven't come out yet, and the free tests aren't available either. So I think I'm going to wait a couple of months, and in the meantime I think I'll study up and get the Cisco ICND1 certification. Thanks for watching, and good luck.